Hi, I'm Lee, and welcome to my channel. And my voice is definitely not 100%, but you know what? We're going to make it work. Going to make it work. So this video is titled, A Narcissist Lives in a Fantasy World, which, I mean, duh, given, like, of course they live in a fantasy world. Like, so this is what made me want to do this video. So I've spoken on this on previous videos. Okay, he has a day job, but he thinks he's Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee circa 1985, I guess, you know. And I kind of always had a little bit of mixed feelings about that, okay? So, like I said, he's 15 years older than me, so he's almost 60 years old, right? And he's playing in these dirt rocker garage dad band cover bands. I mean, is he making money at this? He is. He's making money at it. He's playing in the slums of Pinellas County, slums of Hillsborough County. Okay. So it's like, part of me is like, okay, he has a hobby. He's living out his dream. You know, part of me is like, okay. Then the other part of me is like, you're almost 60 years old and you're playing in the slums of Pinellas and Hillsborough County. Like, I mean, I'm not that age, so I don't know. Um, I don't really have any hobbies as of that. I mean, I was a dancer. I mean, I wanted to be a ballerina. I wanted to do all this stuff. But I didn't. Okay. I mean, so I don't know. I can't speak, but I'm just giving my opinion. Okay. So whenever he and I first kind of got together, he wanted me to come and see his band play and come and see this. And I remember, oh my God. So first I remember I took Amber the drunk with me. We went out to BFE, Hillsborough County. I don't even remember, to some crap hole bar. I mean, it disgust, like places I don't want to be in. Now, have I hung out in some shady places in my day? Absolutely. Absolutely, I have. But I've never hung out in dirt rocker, biker, trashy, nasty places. Hung out in hood places. I mean, hood places, I know what to expect. Biker places, no. So I remember this. I mean, it was awful. So as we're sitting there, it was myself, Amber, and it was a coworker of ours who met us there. So we're sitting there and they're ordering shots, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm in this crappy, disgusting bar. They're getting trashed. I don't even want to be here. It's a bunch of old dirt rockers. So I remember we were sitting there and we're all like talking and, Snapchatting. And this drunk dirt rocker comes up to us and she's like, oh, you're not paying attention to them. You're disrespecting them. And I was like, oh my God, like, get me the F out of here, right? So I remember, and I'm listening to him and I'm like, he's not that great. Like, I mean, I don't get it, right? But, I like this guy, so I was just like, okay, well, let me see. But I was like, okay, this is just lame, right? Just lame. So, I mean, I just had to die laughing when I heard this. So, every night, well, not every night, but most of the nights when I get off of work, there's this restaurant beside us that stays open an hour, 2 hours later than what we do. And I've been to this place before and I like it. I mean, they have great food. Like, I like it. So once I started going there, um, you know, after work, my God, this place is a hot mess, right? Like, it's a restaurant. It's a restaurant. And that, I don't know who's in charge there because everyone gets trashed, front of the house, back of the house. I mean, yeah. So at this place, it's a restaurant, and then they have like an outside tiki bar. So they have live music. So, because we're all in hospitality, we all know each other, we all talk, right? So they have live music 5 nights a week there. I would kill myself. Um, so the live music, I mean, it's these crappy cover bands, right? And I even remember Michael Caruso telling me he used to play at this place. And it's all these, like, it's not young 20-year-old kids, it's all these old, like, I mean, I don't get it, right? So tonight after work, and it was a night too, boy, let me tell you, it was a flip-flopping night. So I went over there and I ordered some food to go, and I'm hanging out, and one of my coworkers came over. Cute kid, sweet kid, Usually, I either meet my coworkers or my peoples over there. So I was just ready to order takeout, go home, chill. So one of my coworkers came over and we're hanging out. So the bartender, he was like, I just don't get it. He was like, these people flock like they're seeing somebody at the amphitheater in Ybor. So if you're from Florida, right? And I was dying. I was like, absolutely. Like, these people think that they're seeing it's so wild, right? Because, you know, I'm watching it, like, we're all watching this basically sober, watching these people old enough to, know better. I mean, I don't know. They say not to pass judgment, but honey, I am Judge Judy. I am Judge Judy, right? And and then also we're listening to these cover bands, and we're like, okay, well, God, they suck. But here's what just kind of clicked for me, right? The guy was like, God, these people act like, they're at the amphitheater. They act like they're at the Ritz. They act like they're seeing somebody of importance, right? I was like, oh my God, that's what Michael felt like. Michael thought he was Tommy Lee and Trina and Gigi and all these other little girls that would, oh, let's go see the band play. Let's be groupies to a cover band. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Honey, he's not that good. And yes, he has sang the national anthem for the Lightning and the Rays, and he has, you know, done the anthem for local events here in, Tampa Bay. But honestly, that doesn't mean anything. Like, I've heard the actual people that usually sings the anthem for these events, and I'm like, I mean, they're no Phil Collins. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm just like, okay. So it's just funny because whenever he said that, I was like, actually, yeah. Like, these narcissists, it's funny. They think they are center of attention, center of everything. And what's really funny is these narcissists really, they all have absolutely low self esteem, no self esteem. Because think about it. If you have self esteem, if you have self worth, you don't give a flying crap what anyone says or thinks about you. Honey, I've been called every name in the book. I bet, like, do I give a crap what anyone thinks about me? No. I don't care. Do I give a crap if anyone likes me? No. Now, a narcissist, on the other hand, they crave that attention. They crave that validation. You know, Michael Caruso, Mr. Facebook, like, schmoot, like, I'm telling you, he acts like he is a celebrity. I'm like, honey, if I were to be famous, I would probably be like Hemingway, which is probably not the best way to be a celebrity. But I mean, I and he's even told me this in the past about these disgusting skanks that would, oh, oh, well, they pay attention to me. They give me, they pay attention. And it's like, oh my God, you're such a weak individual. Like, I'm sorry. I just can't. I just can't. And it's funny, a narcissist wants to talk all the smack when in reality, God, they're so insecure. Like, and yeah. So, I mean, I just thought that that was a little something funny that I wanted to share. And remember, when a narcissist is all up on their high horse and talking trash and this and that, now remember, Mr. Michael Caruso would have down moments and, oh, I just need love and, oh, just comfort me and, oh, this and oh, that. And it's like, so you want to come to me for that, but you don't want to go to your little prostitute girlfriend, Trina? Oh. God. No, no, no. So remember, a narcissist wants to talk all the smack and wants to, you know, act like they're on top of the world, when in reality, they are very insecure. And anybody who has to get validation from someone else, anyone who has to get praise, like, nah, baby, the only person that you have in life is yourself. That's it. You got to be happy with yourself. You got to love yourself. You have to go to other people for validation. Honey, all of my girlfriends said he will die a lonely person. Well, they said he would die lonely and miserable, but he will die lonely. I mean, a narcissist, it's all superficial. He has thousands and thousands of acquaintances. Does he have any true friends? Absolutely not. He would always give me crap because I only had a handful of friends. I always said quality over quantity. Yes, I have a handful of friends that I can count on one hand, but they are there for me. They got my back. Like, I can go to them for anything. They got me. That's better than having thousands of acquaintances, and only these acquaintances because you hang out in bars together. What do you have in common? They go to these bars and drink, and you play in these crappy bars. I mean, yeah. So remember, don't ever think that a narcissist is better than you. Because remember, you don't have to get validation from anyone. You don't care what anyone thinks. A narcissist, they care about validation. They care what people think. And really, a narcissist leads a kind of sad life. And really, a narcissist will die alone and miserable. Well, you know what? That's karma, baby. That's karma. So, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this content, please consider subscribing. Thanks, guys. See ya.